every fight, bro, that I saw, I'd get the fucking chills, dude, because you had this entrance, bro. You would go around the ring, and you're face towards the fucking
The cage.
the cage, bro. You face the cage, and you were there just fucking like your legs fucking shaking, and you're just there. And then as soon as they fucking do your intro, it's like you turn around and dude, I felt that fucking shit, bro.
So that's when Primetime's turned on, man. Like right now, well, when I'm out, it's just Isaac. But when I'm in the cage, I make that spin. It's Primetime. Like,
God,
don't blink because I'm coming.
Welcome back, guys, to another podcast of
PUROCOTORREO.
Hey, thank you guys for like all the love and support on the last podcast that was uploaded with Dory and Raul. I got told by like plenty of people, bro, that it was like the funniest podcast that I've uploaded, and I would have to agree with it. The other ones were pretty funny that I did with the other people, so thank you guys as well. Don't get offended. It's just they brought more laughter to it. You know what I mean? They were straight up like they were real blunt with everything, bro. They just broke everything freely. And then the fact that we were doing that drinking game, it just, god damn, bro, they're crazy. But on today's podcast, this is going to be my guest. You want to introduce yourself, bro?
What's up, y'all? This is Isaac Primetime Moreno. I'm a Valley boy, and let's get it going, dog.
Hey, bro, before we get started on the questions, so I say this every time, so if you don't have me on social media and you do watch this or you're hearing it on Spotify, Apple, or whatever it is, add me on social media so you can be a part of participating in the podcast, whether it's just asking me the questions, because I do go on there when I'm about to have a new guest on the podcast and ask everyone to say, if they want to know a little bit about them, go ahead and shoot in some questions, whatever it is, but, it'd be nice if everyone can participate in it, you know what I mean? But before we get started on the questions, bro, where'd you grow up and shit? Like, were you here from Brownsville or what?
So like I was saying, I'm a Valley boy. I was born in Houston, and then I moved down here, and I went through pretty much all my school down here. I did all my fighting, all my training down here. So, the Valley's my home.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna get started with the first question. The first one was what's your biggest motivation, bro? So, with fighting, what's your biggest motivation, or just in life, bro?
So, I just want a nice, laid back lifestyle. That's my motivation. I wanna be well off, and I don't want to worry about shit. So I just don't want to worry about anything.
Yeah, because I guess growing up, dude, especially down here in the Valley, everyone's known to be busting their ass, to get what they have and everything, and you want to be successful, bro. Dude.
Yeah, but I know there's a certain point where, hey, this is the time to grind. This is the time to you're gonna be working long hours. You're gonna be tired. Yeah. You're gonna be busting your ass. But that's right now. That's what your 20s and 30s are for. So in your 50s and in your 40s, you're just coasting. I want to retire at 35 from fighting, and I want to be well off. The way that Conor, he should have yes, I feel like he's a GOAT, but he's almost a billionaire. What are you doing, bro? You're 35,
yeah,
or 33, something like that. But he can pretty much retire right now. He doesn't have to fight. He didn't have to step into the cage.
He just
and that's exactly that. But that's a different kind of animal. When you don't have to do something, but you want to do something.
Yeah, right.
That's some screws loose, bro.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy though. But that's good mentality, dude. That you had that you have that set goal. And have you always had that set goal, or it's just
nah, man. It's come with growth, so it's just going through stuff like trial and error, and just adjusting my mindset, and that's how that goes.
That's good, man. Hey, next question was, do you like in your fights, bro? Do you like to stand with your opponents, or do you like ground fighting?
Nah, I like knocking people out. So, so I like standing. We can go to the ground if you want to, but I prefer standing. I mean, I'm a black belt in sport karate, world champion in sport karate and kickboxing. So that's my bread and butter.
Dude, I remember a couple of the fights, dude, that I saw when I was still in New York. I was still in New York and I was watching your fights. It was when you guys were up, bro. I knew it was like, it's gonna be a little bit before the guy goes down. And once the guy goes down, bro, I knew that was the end, bro. And as soon as I saw those kicks, bro, fuck, dude, I always tell everyone, bro, did you see Isaac's fight? Oh, who's this guy, bro? And then I show him, and I was like, dude, this guy. First thing I say, this guy has some fucking monster ass fucking thighs, bro. He's fucking tree trunks of thighs, bro. There's one fucking kick. And I always show him the videos, bro. I go back to the old videos, and I think it was like, in one of your fights, it was like seconds, bro.
Yeah, it was probably versus Rusty Turley. That was my third fight, and it was like 34 seconds. And that guy was supposed to be like my hardest test, and I finished him in 34 seconds.
Dude, that's crazy, bro. Cause I remember I was like, fuck yeah, right? Boom. I was like, oh fuck, like that's it, bro.
Dude, and it was in Corpus, so it was like the closest that it's been, because usually my fights are in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
And since it was in Corpus, I had a huge crowd. It was so loud, and it was just awesome. The energy was there. I was pumped. I was ready. That was the best camp that I've had. My weight was good. I didn't struggle making weight. So like that morning, I legit woke up, went outside, shadow boxed for 2 rounds, and I made weight. So usually you're killing yourself to make weight, but my body fat was low. I was eating well, and I was just focused.
Damn, bro.
Executed. So,
dude, and also another thing, dude, I would get every fight, bro, that I saw, I'd get the fucking chills, dude, because you had this entrance, bro. You would go around the ring, and you're face towards the fucking the cage, bro. You face the cage, and you were there just fucking like your legs fucking shaking, and you're just there, and then as soon as they fucking do your intro, it's like you turn around and dude, I felt that fucking shit, bro.
So that's when Primetime's turned on, man. Like right now, well, when I'm out, it's just Isaac. But when I'm in the cage, I make that spin. It's Primetime. Like, don't blink, because I'm coming.
Dude, I get the chills. I was like, and then you turn, and it's like,
dude,
like it's
so
like I was like, fuck, bro. I know the guy's done at that point. Like, dude. The next one, bro. When coming up, did you ever have any doubts, or like the way you were dealing with things, like any doubts at all with like coming?
I mean, I've done martial arts since I was 3, and I've been blessed that I've had both parents in my life, and they kept me pretty strict with me. So they didn't let me miss practice. They didn't let me quit. Because if it was up to me, I would have quit like a long time ago. But I got to a certain point where I got burnt out. I wanted to do football, and I felt like I had a pretty promising career in football, at least at the collegiate level. And so that's where the doubt kind of set in. And I mean, I was just back and forth with my parents. Hey, I don't want to fight anymore. I want to play football. I don't want to do this anymore. I've been doing this for so long. I'm tired of it. And then, but I mean, thanks to God, I mean, everything comes back to how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I found my way back to fighting without even like looking for it.
Damn, bro. I remember too, back in, I guess, our high school years, I saw you a couple of times at my old job when I was working there at that Get Air place. The
yeah.
I remember I saw you there, and I asked you, "Oh man, so what's the deal? What's gonna happen with the fight and the football?" And you had told me, "Dude, I don't know, because I have this going on for me for football." And then you were like, "But I want to do the mixed martial arts," like.
Yeah, I was just like caught in a weird place. Like a lot of stuff was going on in my life, and I mean, I just needed a little bit more guidance on what to do and how to play each decision, and I mean everything worked out. So I tried the football thing. That was not in my like that really wasn't what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
School is not for me.
And what position were you playing, bro, back in high school?
I played running back. So.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I was bigger, and I was just like focused into playing, and then unfortunately I tore my ACL my senior year, and that like blew everything out the window. And like getting a major injury like that, depression set in, like just so much stuff.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, and I mean I still rehabbed. Like thank God I was still able to play my last couple of games, but it wasn't the season that, dude, I had gotten faster, I had gotten stronger. I was so ready for that season.
I remember you had posted a video too, bro, like training and shit.
Yeah, man, I was on it. Like I was gonna show out senior year, and like I had won preseason MVP already. I was going like. Everyone knew that I had gotten bigger. I was faster because no cap, I'm slow. I'm slow, but I don't know if people can take me down.
Dude. So is it difficult where you are and from the valley? Like what's the controversy like you faced, bro?
So I mean, people just look down on the valley, and it's so crazy because there's so much that the valley has to offer, and that's what I'm trying to change. I'm trying to change that stigma of the valley. Like, bro, the valley has a lot to offer. Like, we have Mexico right here, we have the island, we have great food, we have great people here. I mean, yeah, there has to be a sudden, like a change in energy, I guess.
Yeah.
So people, I mean, the more welcoming you are, the more like easygoing you're gonna be. That's gonna change everything around you. And then now, like Elon's here, is like doing his thing.
Yeah, bro, changing things.
That's a big thing for the valley. Well, at least for Brownsville.
Yeah.
So, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna expand, dude. And
yeah,
he's bringing in more people. He's bringing in more money.
That's crazy.
Businesses are going to be booming.
He even gave a good chunk to downtown or something for remodeling.
Yeah, and they're remodeling it, and so that's the thing. So that's what I'm trying to change. I haven't really faced anything crazy because at first we were just like doing valley tournaments, and the competition just wasn't here because there wasn't a lot of people. Like I said, I was fortunate to be in a sport that, I mean, it was expensive to do karate because you had to travel, you had to train, there was a whole bunch of fees that it was crazy. So I was super fortunate, and I remember like times where my dad was like, "Hey, chill out. We don't know if we're gonna go to this karate tournament. I'll see in the morning when the check hits. I gotta pay the bills, and then we'll see whatever's left." And we take off to Houston, San Antonio, Austin to go compete. We competed all over, and but everyone was like, "Man, that kid's from the valley. That kid's from the valley. That kid's from the valley." And everyone's like, "Where's the valley?" And we're like, and then I beat them, and they're like, "Oh, okay." Now they're remembering, like, "Oh, that kid's from the valley."
Dude, I did. I mean, nothing like you did, but I did karate back in, I think, like the ends of elementary, going into middle school. And I think I finished like at green stripe or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And my dad wanted me to pursue it, bro. He's like, "Go for it, keep on, you know. It'll be good for you, you know, and then you just move on to something else." And I didn't listen, bro. And I kind of wish I can go back to that, you know. And also too, like, I didn't play sports in high school, and people say, "Oh, you're gonna regret it later." No, fuck that, bro. The thing that I regret is not keeping up with that, bro. Like, I mean, like, I feel like it would have been like good, you know, nothing like too like professional, but it's good to know, you know what I mean?
So it's good to know, and then I mean, I feel like it sets you up for life because it's teaching you discipline. It's teaching you like everything you need to know for the outside world. The stuff that school doesn't teach you. You're gonna get your ass kicked sometimes. Like, but you're also gonna win, and then you're gonna face that adversity that is not taught in school.
Yeah.
Like there's so many life lessons in karate that are super beneficial, and that's why like I'm trying to push the new generation to do martial arts.
Yeah.
And I feel like the way the UFC is going right now, kids are wanting to do. They're growing up now, watching this big show on TV. Like, hey, I want to do that when I grow up. Instead of saying I want to play football or I want to be an NBA player, no, I want to be a UFC fighter.
Yeah.
So, the momentum's changing, and it'll take time, but I feel like martial arts is going to be the next big thing.
And that's why you're doing the trainings as well, right?
Yeah.
And I see these kids go with you as well.
Yeah, so that's my my tater tot class, and it's my two brothers and my cousin and my baby cousin, and I mean they're learning, they're coming up through training. They haven't competed yet, but they'll compete soon, and hopefully I can just keep on growing that program. And I mean, I still train other kids in kickboxing and boxing, but that's like my first class now as a professional fighter. Like this is what I'm teaching, and these guys are going to be a representation of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for the people that are watching, you guys want to be trained in striking, and what is it?
So I do kickboxing, boxing, personal training. We also offer jiu-jitsu. It's the Savage 20. You can find them on Instagram, or just click the link in my bio, and it'll take you straight to all the sessions and everything. And I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, so check it out. I mean, if you're interested yourself, or you have a family member, whatever it is, little cousins, little brothers, siblings, check it out. I will leave his link in the bio, and the Instagram link in the bio. And if you go to his bio in the Instagram, it should be there, right?
Yeah, it'll be in my bio.
And then you have like the prices and everything.
Yeah, it'll take you straight to the pricing and stuff. And then you can also just go through the website and you see all the things that we have to offer. We have an awesome coach for jiu-jitsu, Coach Jesse. He is a mastermind in jiu-jitsu, man.
That's badass.
And I feel like it's a small space. It's nothing like crazy where you're gonna go to these huge gyms. We're more one-on-one, small group. We're gonna focus on you. We're gonna make sure everything that we're teaching you, you know.
Yeah.
And even if you don't want to compete or anything, but you just want to get in a different type of cardio, well, this is the best. You're using your whole body, whether it be in jiu-jitsu, boxing, or kickboxing. Or like I said, I also offer personal training. We have our own mini gym there too. Everything that you need. So rower, a bike, squat rack. We got safety bars. We got everything.
Wow, man.
So, yeah.
That's badass. So the next one, bro, is what's your pre-fight ritual, bro? Like, if you have one.
My pre-fight ritual. I mean, so I just recently got into like meditation. So that's been a game changer. Not meditation, but just zoning into my body, like listening to my body, calming down, and just getting into that flow state. And that's been, I do 5 minutes there. I'll warm up till I'm dripping in sweat, and then I'll do my 5-minute meditation, and I'm ready. Like, mind's clear. I already know what I need to do, and I just go out there and execute. And I've been doing that in practices. I've noticed like the practices that I don't do that in, they're horrible, like trash practices. I guess like it's just not me like checking in. Like I take 5 minutes to zone out, and I'm just listening to my body. What hurts? What doesn't hurt? What am I gonna do today? Like what's the plan for the way I'm gonna go in? And that kind of sets the mood for the rest of the practice or the rest of the fight. Like if I don't do that, I feel like everything else is off.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, of course, I pray before my fight. I go into the cage. I go around it once, get on a knee, say a prayer, and then wait for them to call me and get my entrance in. So yeah.
Dude, so something I wanted to ask you that wasn't asked by them is, how do you do it? Like, okay, so for me, bro, I always wanted to do those mixed martial arts classes, jiu-jitsu, all that. But I feel like I have so much anger, bro, that, and I was talking to a guy today that he's, I think he came from Cali, and he did jiu-jitsu over there, I believe. And he wants to eventually open up a jiu-jitsu school here. But I was telling him, I was like, dude, he's like, why don't you try it, right? I said, dude, I have so much anger, I feel like I get mad. Like, how do you control that, bro? Like, how is it, bro?
So,
how do you put it aside?
going into jiu-jitsu or going into boxing or kickboxing, you're going to get served a lot of humble pie. Like, you're going to get your ass kicked a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, not to the point where you're not going to want to do it anymore, but it's going to challenge you. And I feel like as fighters, if you're a true martial artist, you're not going to be getting in fights because, like, dude, I do this in the gym. Like, it's not fun to get punched in the face or get submitted. But that's like, it doesn't transfer outside. Like, oh, I'm going to pick fights or, oh, no.
Yeah.
And then, like, anger-wise, that's a good outlet. Like, I've had so many little kids. So I've been, like, I opened up my own karate school when I was 14. And I taught little kids. I taught grown men, and it was a huge outlet for a lot of, like, anger or anxiety or just, it's doing something out of your comfort zone. You got to step out. You gotta be ready to be humble, like, because that's what martial arts is gonna teach you, how to be humble and how to just, like, go with the flow. So
yeah, because back in the military, bro, we would do these, like, combatives.
Yeah.
So it was like we would do, like, the on the ground grappling and shit, and I would catch myself, bro, where I would get this, like, if they hit me or grabbed me wrong, it was like I took it too far, and it was like I had this guy once, bro, and I picked him up, and his face just turned purple.
Yeah.
And it was back in basic, and my drill sergeant came up to me, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, chill, like, you know, we're just supposed to practice. And I was like, well, I told you not to put me, you know, like, especially, dude, because I was like 3-4 days with 2 hours of sleep because we were going through, like, field training and stuff.
Yeah, man. And at the end of the day, it's still, like, fight or flight. Like, I'm not gonna let somebody kick my ass.
Yeah.
But then that's your ego check. Like, I gotta chill out, dude. Like, we're just practicing. Or in the cage, it's different. I'm trying to put this guy to sleep. But in practice, I mean, yes, you want to be pushed, but it's your ego. Like, oh, this guy. Let's say he got a jab on me. Like, I ate a nasty jab. Oh, I'm gonna go hard. No, that's your ego, dude. Like, chill out. Like, hey, it's practice. You got caught. Why'd you get caught? Your hands were down. Okay, there, fix the problem. Next time you won't get caught. So, and it's crazy because you see this in, like, little kids too.
I say that so calmly, bro. Like, it's just like you have, like, a good control with that.
Yeah, man. And you see that a lot with little kids. Like, they'll get hit and they're just like pissed. Like, they want to kick this other little kid's ass. Like, no, you gotta chill out. Hey, and you break it down to them. Hey, why'd you get hit? Oh, they're crying. Oh, my hands were down. Well, where are your hands supposed to be? Up. Okay, there you go. So if your hands are up, you're not gonna get hit. And that's how I break it down, man. It's crazy.
And that's how it happened for me too, bro. Back in karate, as my instructor, my thing was putting my hands down, bro. Putting my hands down, and he hit me, bro. And I got mad, bro. And I was like, fuck. So I hit him, bro. I hit him hard, bro. I hit him fucking hard. And he got pissed off. And I put my hands down right after I hit him hard because I was like, fuck yeah, I got him good, right? I put my hands back down and he went, boom, again, fucking bloody nose, bro. And he's like, keep your hands up. And I fucking went crying to the restroom. And we had, like, it was right before we switched to the black uniforms.
Oh,
we had the white ones, yeah. All over the uniforms, bro. I was like, fuck, bro.
Dude, so growing up, I was always bigger than the rest of the kids my age.
Mm-hmm.
So my dad was super strict on me in karate, and he would never let me train with the kids my age. Like, he's like, nah, so if I was 8, I was already training with, like, the 14, 15-year-olds.
Shit.
My dad's like, doesn't matter, kick his ass. Like, you're in there to work and train hard. So I was like used to getting like the shit end of the stick, like. But that's where like all the training would come in, and dude, I started like beating up on older kids. I started beating up on the adults, like, and it just taught me that adversity. So, dude, it's crazy.
That's badass.
I like going back to that first question. Dude, martial arts sets you up for so much stuff. Like,
that's badass, bro. And it goes back to like the discipline and shit.
Exactly.
That's badass.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a way of life, honestly.
Yeah, it all falls into one place, bro. That's badass. The next one is who's like your number one inspiration, bro?
My number one inspiration. I mean, I don't know. That's a hard question.
Or is it like just plenty of people that you just...
Yeah, I pull like inspiration from a lot of people. And it's not like I just can't like name them all, because, bro, it comes from a lot of people. So like businessmen, parental figures, just average Joes. Like, it's from I get inspiration from everyone.
Yeah.
And my inspiration is myself too. Like, hey man, you know like what you want to be. You know how good you can be, or how great you can be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a vision already. Like, you gotta go after it. And I mean, you know you're capable of doing it.
Yeah.
So use that as your inspiration. Use that as your motivation to get up every day and attack the day. I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna say like I'm perfect. Nah, sometimes, like, bro, I'll sleep till 12. Like, your man's tired. So
yeah, bro. That's a good mentality though, bro.
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
The next one, bro? What style of fighting is the hardest to fight against?
So, my weakest link was my ground game, which jiu-jitsu and wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't even know when I moved in with my uncle. But it's been a while already, and I moved in with my uncle. My uncle's a black belt, Arturo Reyes. He got his black belt about, I believe, 2 years ago, or maybe 3. But since I started my MMA journey, he's been there to help me and teach me and guide me in that aspect. And then his style like fits me and what my attributes. So like our game is just pressure. Like, we want to make people suffer. Like, if we're on top, we want to make people like get off of me. Like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah.
We want to make you like hate your life. So, and that's what I like doing. Well, at least in the cage. But even on the stand-up, I want you to hate being in front of me. Like, I want you to get so frustrated where you don't even want to do this anymore. And that's the same thing on the ground. And my weakest link was jiu-jitsu. And we just started. My uncle opened up the Savage 20, and we were training every day. I hated jiu-jitsu and I hated ground game because I sucked at it. And growing up, I was so good at karate and standing up and beating people that when I got to the ground, bro, I'm a white belt. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was getting submitted by guys half my size. Like, but like I said, it teaches you a whole lot of humble pie. Like, you're gonna get humbled a lot. And that was the ego. Like, hey man, this is part of learning. Like, you're not gonna be great at everything. And so jiu-jitsu and the ground, that was my weakest spot. But now we do that every day, and I'm comfortable with being uncomfortable.
This is badass, bro. And I remember, well, your past couple of fights, bro, like I guess the most recent ones, I see, bro, as soon as you go to the ground, though, but I know as soon as you go to the ground, that guy's done, bro, because I don't know how you call this. I don't know if it's called like hammer punch or something.
Yeah, hammer fist or
bro.
Like, I believe my first fight at 170. Everyone like remembered that I broke the guy's orbital bone. I was pounding him like he was flat, so his head was on the canvas and it had no room to go, like no room. So it was like taking a hammer and just like beating somebody's face, because the gloves are 4 ounces, so, and they're not meant to do anything but to hold the tape in place. Like, bro, the padding on the gloves is horrible. And then the tape, once they tape your hand's like a brick, so that's not going anywhere. And it's so hard. Like when you get punched, it hurts, bro. Like, so I was on top of this guy and I'm just pounding him, and he was out. Like, I saw him go out and I still gave him 3 more punches, like, because it's going till the ref pulls you apart. Like, if I were in that position, he was gonna do the same thing to me. So exactly. Like, I'm going, and everybody was like, bro, I've never heard anybody, like, it sounded like a hammer was just hitting the floor, because his head had no space, and he was just taking pounding. I broke his like orbital bone, I broke his cheek, I broke a whole bunch of stuff. So it's crazy.
Dude, I saw that, like, I knew, bro, as soon as it was just like boom, boom, like.
And those are, there's not a lot of technique behind those punches, but you're just getting them off as fast as you can and as hard as you can. And everyone's like go-to against me is like, oh, I'm gonna take him down. But once I get back up, bro, you're not gonna want any of me. Like, and then like this past fight.
That's what I was about to say, bro.
This past fight, I got caught, and he automatically jumped on the guillotine, and I don't know why he did that, but I knew what to do. I was comfortable. So, and I was listening to my uncle. My uncle's one of my cornermen, and he's guiding me through, and I'm following what I needed to do, and I got out, and it was over from there. Like, the guy, you could see after that there was a momentum change in the fight, and I just took it over and kept on going and finished it in the second round.
Oh no, that's not what I was gonna talk about. I was gonna talk about the one before that, bro.
Oh yeah.
The one before that, I feel like
belt.
that. Huh?
For the belt.
Yeah. I feel like that guy, he studied your fight so much, bro, because you're more of a on top.
Yeah, I'm standing up.
Yeah. And he was trying to get you down so bad, bro.
He ate like 3 or 4 of my kicks. Like,
yeah, because every time he would go down, bro.
And he was still coming. Like, those are the people that are scary too, though. Like, this guy doesn't care. He's gonna get you down no matter what.
Because he went into that fight, bro, with that goal to take you down to the ground. Because he had to have watched your fights. He had to, his coach was probably telling him, get him to the ground. His game, he probably told him, Isaac's game is up,
Yeah. And they know they can't stand with me.
Yeah.
People know they can't stand
exactly,
with me.
bro.
So.
And I think I was watching that fight with my girl too, and I said, that guy's had to watch Isaac fight before. He wants to take him to the ground. But either way, once you get him to the ground and you have those punches and you're throwing, bro, the guy's done either way. But the fact that he was eating those fucking...
Dude, I know, bro. It was crazy. Like, he ate those kicks, and then he actually got my back, and that's like the worst position to be in.
Yeah.
Is for someone to have your back. And he didn't... Well, I caught... It was timing and stuff, but I was quick on it to know, like, hey, I need to buck him off. His hooks weren't in. His technique was off. Like, he was too focused on, I'm going to choke him, that he didn't do the basic stuff, like, get your hooks in so you don't get bucked off.
Yeah.
And I bucked him off and gave him that prime time.
It was done after that. I knew, bro. I knew, because I think as soon as he got your back, bro, I think my girl was like, she said, oh my God, Josh. And I said, no, hold on. I was like, hold on, like, legit. I was saying, hold on. And as soon as you fucking got out, I was like, there you go. And it was done, bro. It was fucking prime time after that, bro.
Exactly.
That shit is crazy. The next one, bro, is what would you do if, like, fighting wasn't in the picture, bro?
If fighting wasn't in the picture,
yeah,
I'd probably still be a personal trainer.
Personal trainer?
Yeah. I like fitness. But if it wasn't for fighting, I would probably be like growing up. I would have been a fat little kid. I mean, I loved eating. I still love eating, bro. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like turning pro, I hired a nutritionist. I put in so much money into this camp, and just because, well, now I'm a professional athlete. That's something that I had always aspired to be. Like, I wanted to be a professional athlete, and now I get the chance to be a professional athlete. So I have to do everything. Like, hey, bro, you got to recover. And people think like, oh, you got to work hard, bro. As much as you work, you have to recover twice as much, because then your body's not going to grow, your body's not going to be rested, you're not going to be able to perform, and that goes in with your nutrition. Like, I can't be eating Big Macs and Whataburger every day. If I want to perform at the highest level. And that was one thing with the rest. Well, pretty much my whole amateur career was, bro, my weight cuts were horrible, but because I was so bad at eating and dieting, like, yes, I still tried hard, and for the most part I did, but once I start snacking, it's over.
Yeah, it's because I remember too, bro. I think you were what? Your heaviest was?
Oh, my heaviest was 240.
So you see, I had at that time, I think, like right now, bro, I was like I'm 245, yeah. And at the time I think I was 242, and I was like, I saw you cut like crazy, bro, like crazy, and I said, shit, bro, I gotta cut like that too. And bro, fucking eating, bro, that's fucking eating.
So it's 70% of what? So like, nutrition is 70%, working out is 30%. Like, people think you can't outwork a bad diet, bro. Like, that's a thing that, like, one of my clients, she's lost, I believe she's at 70 pounds right now that she's lost, and a lot of it was just dieting. Like, yes, of course, the working out helps, and training hard helps, but she didn't see like a drastic change. Like, yes, the first like 10-15 pounds is just like you're working out, you're getting into your groove, so then that motivates you, like, okay, I lost 10-15 pounds, and then you get into that spot where you like plateau, and you get discouraged because you're like, man, I'm not losing any weight, but I'm still working out hard. Well, okay, what aren't you doing? How's your eating?
Eating habits.
I'm still eating a lot. Okay, so and the thing is, a lot of people try to like, oh, I'm just not gonna eat as much. It's either I'm not gonna eat as much, so they eat like one meal a day, or they do like, I'm just gonna go cold turkey, like just eat clean. Both are setting you up for failure. So eating one time a day, your body's going into storage mode. Like, you're teaching your body to hold on to that food.
I got that issue, bro. It's not even that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna fucking I'm only gonna eat once because I want to lose weight, bro. It's just like, I wake up in the morning, I don't even feel like eating, bro. It's just like, I'm like, oh, alright, like too early, and then I eat, and then I go to work, I work out, and it's like, shit, dude. I ate that one time.
So you're teaching your body how to store that fat instead of expend it, because your body's like, okay, well, I'm gonna get this meal, and I'm probably not gonna get another meal, so I'm gonna have to store it. I'm gonna have to hold it, because I'm gonna have to save this so it can give me energy throughout the whole day, and that just turns into fat. And then the other way, you go cold turkey and just start eating super clean, your body's gonna go into like that crave sensation, like, and that's when you binge, and you're back at square one. Like, yes, you're good for a week, and then you binge, and now you're like, crap. So like,
it happens a lot, bro.
Yeah, and so with my clients, I'm just like, okay, look, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, you drink Coke every day. Okay, try to drink Coke for 4 days only. Like, you're not gonna stop drinking Coke from one day to the next.
Yeah.
Or you're not gonna stop eating bad from one day to the next. You have to build these habits, these healthy habits. Building a healthy habit is gonna create a better a better, I guess, routine, and in the long run, it's gonna help you so much more because it's a habit now. It's not something like, oh, I have to eat clean. It's like, oh no, I want to eat clean, or like you're conscious about what you're eating or what you're putting into your body, and like I said earlier, I'm not perfect, so I'll eat, bro. After this fight, I went straight to Krispy Kreme. I got a dozen donuts, bro. I killed those donuts. I did that like for 3 days. 3 days like back to back, and getting 2 key tacos. Like your boy was craving, but then like I dialed it back, and I'm able to like get back into my routine and create those. But like, and then since I like created a routine, my body craves that, like craves to eat healthy, and it's so crazy what you can teach your body to do. And yeah, I was eating super bad, but my body's like, bro, this is not what we're used to.
Yeah.
You gotta chill out, and slowly I get back into my rhythm. But it's creating those healthy habits. It's not like I cut out Whataburger like right off the bat. Nah, it takes time, dude. And it's patience. Patience is key.
Yeah. So that's good. All right, the next one was, what would you tell your younger self, man?
Be patient.
Be patient.
Be patient. Be patient and listen to your parents more. So your parents know what's best. Like, I mean, I had like my little rebellious stage, and that stage could have set me up for. I could have already been in the UFC. Like, if I would have stuck to what my dad said, because my dad was like, "You're gonna get hurt in football." What happened? I got hurt. It's like, and all that time, like, I could have been training in jiu-jitsu. I could have been training, like, my dad put me in jiu-jitsu. Like, I could have probably already been like around a brown belt or a black belt by now, if I would have stuck with it. But I didn't want to do that because I wanted to play football. And these are the lessons like that you learn through life. Like, okay, well, hopefully my kid doesn't make that same mistake, and hopefully I can try to guide him a little bit better than how I was guided. I'm not saying that I wasn't guided well, but maybe there's things that I could have done that could have been done different. And I feel like if I would have listened to my parents a little bit more, my future would have been like, I would have already been making money, like crazy money. Like, I would have already been putting on shows in the UFC.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy, but everything happens for a reason. So now, I mean, it's still happening. That's not changing. It's still happening, but now it's a little slower.
Yeah, for sure, man. All right, what's the most challenging thing, bro, like, about starting this journey?
The diet. I mean, everything else I was brought up doing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I say it's a diet, but it's being a professional. You gotta be a professional about it. Like, you can't be doing stupid stuff. Like, you can't be, yes, enjoy your life or whatever, but dude, this is your job.
Yeah.
You gotta train. This is your job. This is what's bringing in money.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like turning that switch and moving in with my uncle was like the best thing for me. So just because like I needed that structure in my life again, and that's when I turned the switch. Like, COVID happened, and I was just like, bro, I was gaining weight. I didn't fight for 18 months. So that was the longest layoff I've had. Like, usually I'd fight like every 3 months, and 18 months without fighting, and then I'm back up at 230. Like, bro. So like, what am I doing? That was the point. That was that. Like, what am I doing? And yes, like, I was still training people. I was still like, that's how I made my money. But I was like, bro, fighting is what I want to do. Like, what are you doing right now? Like, you're not doing anything. And my uncle encouraged me to make the move, and I moved in, and bro, it's been butter ever since. So
That's badass, man.
yeah, I've been blessed, man.
That's good. That's good. So another one, bro. What's your record?
My record as an amateur, I'm 5-0, and as a pro, I'm 1-0. So I'm barely starting my professional career, and so let's say like I had 3 wins as an amateur and 20 losses. As a pro, it starts back at 0-0. So nothing matters before, and it's all about what you're doing now as a pro.
So that one guy that you had fought, he already had fought 15 rounds.
Yeah, 15 fights.
15 fights.
Yeah, 15 fights before me. So I mean, this guy was super experienced, and 15 amateur fights. 15 amateur fights. No, 14 amateur fights and then 1 pro. So he only had 1 pro fight going in, and he won that fight, but he was undefeated. So, I mean, it was kind of like, I didn't doubt myself, but I was like, dude, okay, what's this guy doing right that he hasn't lost in 15 fights?
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of fights. Like, some guys in the UFC don't even have 15 fights. But once again, it was amateur, so he could have lost all those fights and then gone in as a pro and started winning everything. So, yeah, it's crazy.
So, this one you just answered. The how many fights do you have? So, how many times do you train a day, bro?
So in camp, I'll train 3 to 4 times a day, but they're all different like intensities. So sometimes in the mornings I'll run, and then I'll do like my regular day activities. So personal training throughout the day. And then I get like a midday session, which is usually jiu-jitsu. After jiu-jitsu, me and my uncle will go lift. So that's 3 sessions right there. And then I'll end my night with kickboxing. So that's like every day. And then the weekends I'll take off to Houston and I'll train out there with my team. But like right now I'm doing 2 sessions a day, just lifting basically right now.
Oh, so that's what you would do on the weekends? Like on the weekends you'd head out there?
Yeah, or every other week I'd stay out there for the whole week. I'm back and forth from Houston. I'm in between from the Valley to Houston, Valley to Houston.
Wow, dude.
Yeah. So it's I mean, it's taxing because you're on the road a lot, and then that's money that's just thrown away. But you can't think of it like that either, because you're investing in your future. These are the sacrifices you're gonna have to make.
Exactly, bro. So this one is UFC the goal?
Definitely. The UFC is within reach. I can just say that. So. I mean,
right around the corner, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Right around the corner. So get ready, y'all.
Hey, bro. So what's your biggest pet peeve when it comes to fighting?
My biggest pet peeve. I don't know. I mean, smelly training partners. But nah, everybody's pretty good. Everybody's pretty good, especially in jiu-jitsu. Like, I mean, you're rolling around with people, so you want to smell good. You want to be like, keep up with your hygiene. And I mean, I guess that's my pet peeve: hygiene.
Hygiene.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself like 5 years from now, bro?
5 years from now, I see myself as a welterweight champion of the world. So 5 years, bro, it could be achieved. So
yeah. Hey, you heard it yourself.
You heard it here first. Welterweight champ of the world in whatever organization. I don't care. I'm coming for the strap, and see me at the top.
Bro, I can't wait, bro. Damn, bro, that's good.
Man, hey, you gotta believe in yourself. Like that's one thing that I've learned. Like, bro, you've put in all this work. Believe in yourself. Like,
yeah. You have it, bro. You have it. Fucking like
exactly.
God,
and the thing is, like, everyone sees it. The biggest thing was like I had to see it.
Yeah.
I had to see like, hey, this is what you can do, and that's why I was saying like, I'm my own motivation as well. Like,
Yeah, your inspiration.
Yeah, inspiration and motivation. Like, bro, you know that you can be something great.
Yeah.
Or be like one of the goats of the sport.
Yeah.
And it's just, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. So,
man, you have to, bro.
Yeah, I want to put the valley on the spot, man. I want people to come here and want to train with me, or I want more gyms to open up and see more kids getting into martial arts, more people. I mean, just living a healthier lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, honestly, that's all I want. People living a healthier lifestyle, and just like the economic growth of the valley.
That's what. So, how was the come up and transitioning from football to being a fighter?
So, I've always been a fighter, but the thing is, football was something I wanted to do, and that was just a back and forth with my pops, and like, just back and forth. Like, yeah, I'm a good athlete, so I excelled in whatever I did. Thanks to God, like, I never had a problem picking up a sport, or except baseball. I sucked at baseball, but and basketball. I can't shoot to save my life, but I can grab a rebound. I can steal, but I can't shoot, bro. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't really. It was just a back and forth with my pops, like about playing another sport, because my dad knew the potential that I had.
Yeah,
so
and it goes back to like that you should have listened.
Exactly. And these are just like life lessons that now I have to like think about. Like,
you live and you learn, man.
Exactly.
You live and you learn. So how do you stay motivated, like, despite not feeling it, bro?
I gotta get paid at the end of the day, so that's how I stay motivated. And then, well, I got two baby brothers. I got a little cousin that looks up. They look up to me, and I'm pretty sure a lot more kids look up to me that I don't even know.
Yeah.
And are not even kids, like teenagers, and I know people are looking at me and following me. Like, I can't let them down. I can't be selfish and be like, screw it. I got little eyes watching me. Like, I gotta put on for everyone.
Yeah.
Or like, even the people, like, there's kids that can't even do anything, like, that are disabled, or like they just can't compete, or their parents don't let them compete. Like, that's what I gotta do. Like, those are the people I gotta do it for.
Yeah.
And it's so much like, it's not so much like doing it for them, but I want to be the greatest ever. So if I can be the greatest ever, imagine how many other greats I'm setting up. You know what I'm saying?
That's good, man. That's good. So this one is like, what or who motivates you the most? So it kind of goes back to the same thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like I said, I get that from everyone. I pull it from everyone. So that's kind of a hard question to answer, because motivation's all around you. Inspiration's all around you. And it's just up to you to see, like, where you're gonna channel it. Like, you see the guy hustling, selling chiclets. Like, bro, he's hustling.
Yeah.
Or the guy coming up to you, like, hey, can I wash your window? Hey, bro, he's working.
Yeah.
He's
so
hustling.
they can do, like, why can't
Exactly. Why can't I'm in a good position? Like, why not make the best of it?
Exactly, bro. So, how long have you been training, like, mixed martial arts, and what motivated you to start?
So, martial arts, I've been training for 20 years. Yeah. I started when I was 3. And then MMA, I think, when did I start? I started when I was 19. Yeah. So, 19, 4 years. 4 years of MMA, like, mixed. But growing up, my dad had me doing everything. So I've always done mixed martial arts, but I just never knew what it was called when it was all put together.
Yeah.
So
I didn't even find out what it was like called, bro. Like I didn't know like the whole thing of it being together that's what it's actually called.
Yeah, mixed martial arts because you're mixing everything up.
Yeah. Obviously like the name was there, but I didn't put two and two together, bro.
And a lot of people will just say, you do UFC? UFC? I do not do UFC. I train mixed martial arts. It's all good though. It's stuff that people gotta learn, like just like football and the NFL. Like people know, like, hey, you play football. No, you don't play NFL.
Yeah.
Play football, but it's something that's getting around. So
yeah. When it comes to fighting business, bro, do you like the fighting side or the business side?
I'm learning to love both. So, yes, I excel at the fighting side, but the business side is like, bro, like there's so much potential because there's like so many untapped streams that people don't see. And like my uncle's a businessman, my dad is a businessman. Like these guys hustle. These guys like know how to get the money. And that's something that's like, I was never, like my dad set me up for success, like giving me my own school at 14. I mean, hey, you're making money. I was making money at 14 years old. Like I was like buying shoes. I was wasting it. Hey, you guys want hot Cheetos at school? Everyone, you know what? Get everyone hot Cheetos. Like, bro, it's so
14, bro.
Yeah, man. I was super blessed to be put in that position, and my parents, they believed in me, and I mean, we ran it for 2 years, and then I got into football, and I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. So like I kind of let my parents down, like, bro, they're putting all this money in, like, and then I'm just kind of like, you know, I don't want to do it anymore. So sorry, mom and dad. But,
that was the rebellious side right there.
Yeah, exactly. Getting into high school, like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm starting to get into girls and like sports, and I just didn't want to do it, and I didn't want to compete, but I was still competing. I was training less, and I was still winning. I was still like just show out. And, like I won, I think in that span of like 10 to 17. I won 6 world titles, like without like really training hard. Like my dad would be like, "Hey, are you gonna go to this tournament?" Or my team, my coach was like, "Hey, you want to fight?" I'd be like, "Yeah." So I'd get like maybe a 2-week notice, train decent for 2 weeks, and then go show up. And it was just something that my dad drilled since I was 3. So
Dude,
it was second nature.
I remember I saw this. There's these clips that he had put back on, I think, Twitter or something. It was a long time ago. He's this big guy, bro. Big guy.
Yeah.
And I think you had threw a kick first, bro. And you hit him, whatever, and then they called you guys back. Because it's like a little small space you have to stay in, right?
Yeah, so you're in a little ring, and what point fighting is, it's who can be the fastest. Who's going to get there first? And it's just really about timing and speed. So that's why I've transitioned so well in the rest of my striking, because my timing and speed is there. Timing and speed is like 75% of fighting.
Yeah. So I saw that kick, bro. I think also too you did like a little fucking...
Dude, that's what I was known for, my spinning kicks
and
blitzes.
The spinning kick, bro, and then they called you guys back, and then right when they started again, you like ran to the guy, and I think it was with your left too.
Yeah, so it's
you got the guy, and the guy just
it's a blitz, down, bro. So that's what I was known for, my spins and my blitzes. So I was able to time it where I wouldn't get hit going in, and then I was able to time spinning and knocking people out or getting the point at least. So.
That big ass guy, bro, he sat his ass down, bro. Poor God, man.
Yeah, and that was my rookie season as in the men's division. So I just turned 18, or maybe I wasn't even 18 because I started fighting adults when I was 17, and adults is 18 through 30.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so there's guys in the adult division that have years, and like the grades of point fighting.
You're out there just fucking kicking ass.
Exactly. No, and then the thing is, like, I was always used to fighting up because my dad was on my ass about like being the best. So he set me up for success.
That's good. So this one's from Arlen, bro. They remember when you kicked his ass in karate, man.
Yo, I'm sorry, Arlen, but yeah, dude, it's.
Well, how old are you guys then, bro?
Tiny, man, tiny. Hey, one thing though, this guy wasn't scared to fight, so. But like I said, I was always big, and then I hadn't seen Arlen like in forever, and Arlen was like pretty small when we were younger. And then this dude, like, now I see him, like, damn, he's jacked, bro.
Yeah, bro, he's something else right
Good
now.
stuff, bro. Good
And
stuff.
just like I think recently, well, not recently, like a couple years now, bro. Like he's calmed down too, because I know everywhere we went, like everywhere they went, bro, it was like fight after fight. Everywhere he went, bro, that guy's like,
Well, he wasn't scared. Like,
yeah, dude, he's.
he wasn't scared.
He's something else, bro. Fucking shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, you're cool, dude, bro.
No, bro. So what happened with that? Like, how did it happen that you kicked his ass or what?
It was probably just in training, because we trained together. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got to see part of like the growth in karate, and I don't know what belt he got up to, but he was in there for a minute, and we cross train at his gym, and I'd spar with everybody. So that's pretty much, a lot of kids like remember that, like me beating their ass, and I mean it was just part of it, like.
So you came across a lot of people, bro.
Yeah, my dad. Yeah, a lot of people, and my dad would take me out of town to go practice, or like out of town to fight. So I was really good at like forms, and I sucked at fighting. And my dad was like, you know what? Why are we doing this? Like, yes, you're super good at fighting at forms, but you suck at fighting. So we just transitioned to fighting, and we're like, forget forms. And after that, bro, it was just like a total change. And I started winning, and competition, I mean, was stagnant down here because I would just like fight the same kids. But up there, we'd go like to Austin, San Antonio, Dallas. And I mean, there was bigger kids. So there was kids actually my size. And my dad would have me fight up. So I'd fight the older kids. And then he'd have them purposely put me as the lowest seed. So the lowest seed is you're at the very bottom and you have to work your way up. So my dad would purposely have him do that. Like, you gotta work your way to the top. Every single fight, bro. Like, every single tournament, it was like that. And, bro, this one time in state, I had 14 fights back to back. I had to start at the bottom because I didn't do any tournaments that year, well, with that league. So I didn't accumulate any points. And they're like, oh, well, you're the wild card, so you're at the bottom. You gotta work your way up. And, dude, but I was so in condition that, like, it was just like, I would get my points. It was the first one up to 10. Yeah, 10 point spread. So I'd get my 10 points, like 30 seconds. And then, all right, I'm good. Let's go. Next one. Boom. And they'd give you like a good 2 minutes to rest. Bro, I was just back to back to back.
14 fights,
bro. There's so many stories that I have in karate. It's crazy. But yeah, I came across a lot of people, and I'm blessed to like have come across some of those people, because some of those people are like my best friends or like mentors, or so martial arts has opened up a huge door for me.
Wow, man. Yeah. The next one was, what could you compare your mindset to in the octagon when you're like about to fight?
Kill or be killed. That's what comes to mind when I step into the octagon. It's either you or me, and I'm ready to leave it all in there. So It's fight or flight, and I'm not the one that's gonna go. So.
Oh, bro, it's crazy, bro. Cause back to that fucking the intro, bro. It's chills every time, bro. It's like,
And I keep that same thing. I've done that since karate. Like that's been my thing since karate.
It's that flip of the switch, bro.
Yeah, and that's the moment I know like it's game time, bro. Like it's prime time. Like you're gonna put on a show right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're gonna go out there and be a showman. So you're flipping the switch. You're getting ready, and this is your time to shine. And you're in front of so many people. So many people are watching you. You can't let them down. So.
Before the last question, bro. So how'd you come up with your name, bro, for the Primetime Moreno? Like it just clicked. What?
No, so I actually got Primetime from my late uncle, and he was my dad's uncle, my grandma's brother, and so he was my uncle. And growing up, we were always he lived in Houston, and that's the house like I kind of grew up in, back and forth from Houston. And my uncle helped everybody out, and at some point everybody lived in that house because that's just who he was. Like
Mm-hmm.
he was a helper, and he was there to brighten your day. And my uncle loved the Cowboys, and he always believed in me. Like he always believed in me. He's like, you're gonna be on ESPN. You're gonna be on ESPN. You're gonna be playing football, or you're gonna be fighting in front of thousands of people. Always. And he's like, you gotta put on a show like Primetime, like Deion Sanders. You gotta put on a show, man. And because he loved the Dallas Cowboys, he loved the Dallas Cowboys, and that's why I love the Dallas Cowboys too. So, he passed away a couple years back, and
Sorry for your loss, man.
it's all good, man. It happens. But he was a great staple in my life and in a lot of other people's lives, and he gave a lot of people opportunities. So like, even if you had the world against you, he was giving you hope. Like, hey man, I believe in you, and that's just paying homage to him. Like, hey, this is for my Tio Tony, and that's where Primetime comes from. Yeah,
man. That's deep, bro. But that's badass.
Yeah, man. That's why like every single time, man, it's just like this is for my uncle. My uncle's watching me right now.
That's
I'm
good,
putting on
man.
a show, so that
Prime
hey,
time, bro.
Prime time.
This last one was so do you buy like meal preps, or like do you make your own shit, or how is it, or what?
So I've been blessed to be helped out and sponsored. Golden Corral has helped me out. They were like one of my main sponsors. They've helped me out for a while now, and GC Fit Meals. They hooked me up, and Gaspar is an awesome dude. He helps out Omar, and the boxer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he does the same thing, and then also I believe it's Fit Meals by Brenda. She's helped me out too. She sponsored me for like the last like 2 weeks because she was just like super dialed into what I needed to do, and so she weighed everything out for me and everything, and she helped me out. But like with my nutritionist, he sends me a list of what I can eat, everything that's like dialed in, measured, my fats, my carbs, my proteins, like how many times I'm eating a day, and then I would just give it to Brenda, and she yeah. So GC Fit Meals and Fit Meals by Brenda, I believe. So.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, that was all the questions, dude. Do you have anything you want to tell them before we close it out?
Nah, I appreciate all y'all's support and y'all's love. It's because of you that I'm able to do what I do, and that's why I put on shows, because I got so many followers, so many supporters, so many people that love me, that are just behind me, and I'm doing this for y'all. So thank you guys, and thanks, brother, for having me on.
Yeah, bro, for sure. Another thing, bro, before we close it out, if you want to plug in the name too, I'll put it on the link below for like on YouTube and whatever it is, Spotify, Apple, whatever it is. But if you want to tell them like what your name is on Instagram,
okay,
the merch, your merch shit,
so
everything.
My Instagram handle is PRIMETIME MORENO. I'll probably be like one of the first ones to pop up. Follow me. I do selective drops, so once the shirts come out, they're pre-order only, and once they come out, they're out. So I have a lot of questions. A lot of people like, hey, can I get the shirt after the fact? I'm like, it's pre-order only. So just stay tuned. Keep up with me. I'm gonna be doing a giveaway soon, and I have like an awesome set of shirts coming out soon, and hopefully a big collab, like a meet and greet, and releasing an exclusive tee that it's not gonna come in that colorway anymore. Like these other shirts, I might bring them back out, I might not, you don't know, so you gotta tune in. You guys gotta be keeping up. But yeah, just wait on the drops. They're coming, so they're coming soon. PRIMETIME Moreno's on Instagram, and Isaac Moreno 20 on Twitter. So.
All right, guys. So you guys heard that there. Thank you guys for all the questions that you guys asked on the social media for me to ask Isaac. He answered them all for you guys. If you guys want to know more, you guys want to have him back on here on the podcast, drop down in the comments, shoot me a message, shoot him a message, whatever it is. Make sure you add him on Instagram. Keep up with his fights. You know, a lot of people ask me, oh, how'd he do? Because I'm always posting. They see my stories. You know, add him for yourself. You know, he's always posting like literally everything, his fights, his trainings, his new merch dropping. You know, it's follow him, stay updated. He's always posting when the next fight's going to be and everything. So it'd be great if you guys could follow him. Thank you again, Isaac, for coming on here on the
PUROCOTORREO
podcast, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
Dude, it was a good one.
It was.
We out.
Peace.